My name is Jonton Flores Jacinto, but you can call me Juro. I'm a 12-year-old boy known for being a descendant of Emilio Jacinto, a key figure in the Philippine Revolution. Despite my young age, I am recognized for my connection to my family's historical legacy. Today, I want to share information with you about my ancestor and the revolutionary movement that he was part of. In 1892, Jose Rizal was arrested by the Spaniards while they deported him to Dapitan. Without Rizal, La Liga Filipina was not able to make the propaganda movement successful in its pursuit of reforms, and there was conflict between others. La Liga Filipina, moreover, did not succeed in the pursuit for reforms. However, Diodato Arellano then helped found the Katipunan, which was another movement which aimed to set new goals which were not successful to La Liga Filipina. Therefore, La Liga Filipina was split up. This led to the founding of the Katipunan by Andres Bonifacio, Teodato Arellano, Ladislao Diwa, Valentin Diaz, and Teodoro Plata, along with many other people. The first approach of the Katipunan is they wanted to find an organization which followed certain principles and rights in order to organize armed resistance. Their goal was to create an independent Philippines through works like Kalayaan made by Emilio Jacinto, Pag-ibig sa Tinubuang Lupa, Love for the Homeland, a poem made by Andres Bonifacio which evoked feelings of patriotism and love for one's country. Alongside, there was an important book written by Emilio Jacinto, which is the Cartilla ng Katipunan, which served as the main guidebook for the sake of the members of the Katipunan, which also showed the sacrifice, bravery, unity, equality, and service for others. This also showed 13 other codes of conduct, stating that if a Katipunero who does not have a purpose lives a useless life. This states that there is a purpose for you to have a life, and you should set goals no matter how hard it is to achieve. This is why the members of the Katipunan were encouraged to continue their fight during when they made the Katipunan. Emilio Jacinto played a huge part in the Katipunan as he wrote the official newspaper and handbook for the Katipunan. Despite him being at the young age of 21, he took the main role to fight against the Spaniards. He was also known as the brains of the Katipunan for providing the key facts needed for their battle. The main issue was that the Katipunan could not achieve independence from the Spanish colony. Although the Katipunan was not able to succeed in their reforms and goals, it still managed to make a positive impact that was able to frighten the Spaniards and their supporters in the country. The authorities arrested or exiled some of 4,000 rebels, not to mention the Meridad executions. A lot of members like Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Jacinto, Teodote Arellano, and Teodoro Plata were able to inspire other Filipinos to encourage moral behavior and still resonate today in teachings about equality, cultural identity, and standing together in the face of adversity. Though the Katipunan faced internal conflicts and divisions regarding leadership, strategy, and ideology, figures such as Andres Bonifacio and Emilio Aguinaldo had different visions for the movement, which sometimes resulted in power struggles and conflict. Lack of resources. The Katipunan was primarily composed of peasants and workers who lacked the financial resource, weapons, and training to effectively wage a protracted war against the well equipped Spanish forces. This resource gap significantly hampered their military efforts. I consider the French Revolution a resemblance of the Filipino revolutionary movement because the French Revolution showed problems like lack of equality between lower classes and middle classes, men and women, corruption, and democracy. The Katipunan also made the lower class slash Filipinos to do painful work like forced labor and taxes. France was also on the brink of bankruptcy because of its involvement in the American Revolution. This led to a lot of people to revolt against the inequalities of the French society. The Katipunan also experienced lack of equality and lack of resources and democracy. Napoleon Bonaparte was an important part of the revolution. He was able to manage to avail all the opportunities offered by the revolution so that he could gain his popularity from being poor via poor crusade to the emperor in France. Even made a centralized administration of government, a higher education system, a central bank, law and codes, and a road and sewer system. The Katipunan also had the central government, which was vested by the Supreme Council. The French Revolution used multiple slogans like Liberté, Agilité, and Fraternity. Liberty, equality, and fraternity, which was a key part for the French Revolution as it represented the goals for the revolutionaries. The Katipunan also used symbols slash slogans like Katasta Asan and Katipon, a member of the society, which was to unite members through social justice and Filipino independence. The French Revolution also had key members like Maximilien Robespierre, Georges Danton, and Jean Paul Marat, where they contributed a lot during the rough times of the revolution. The Katipunan also had key members like Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Aguinaldo, and Emilio Jacinto. They also contributed a lot when the Katipunan were struggling for independence.